Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your daily tarot card reading for Sunday, September 21st, 2025. And as you can see, we have the Ten of Wands today. Well, I'm really not surprised to see the Ten of Wands come out on this particular day, as tonight brings in the new moon in Virgo. And I really feel the message that's coming through, the exact words are, you're calling it quits today. So there could be something that you're deciding you're putting an end to, as this new moon represents new beginnings, turning over a new leaf, a fresh start, and so on. Now, in general, this vice versa tarot deck's depiction of the Ten of Wands looks very familiar. An indication that something's near the end, something maybe has run its course. It can be completing a journey or the workload for the day, as we see this individual. But there's something more that we cannot see at this point, which is what makes this deck so special. Now, in general, the Ten of Wands represents the tasks, the burdens, the responsibilities that we carry. It's also a feeling of being overwhelmed. Maybe having too much on your plate, leading to exhaustion or burnout. The good news is that despite this struggle, the Ten of Wands is indicating the end of a challenging cycle or project. It's close at hand. The sense of completion or relief is just on the horizon. So you might be taking a good hard look at your commitments and responsibilities to potentially delegate things out to others, especially in the work environment, or possibly just releasing unnecessary burdens. So some of the action you might be taking today could be to give yourself permission to recharge through a well-deserved break. Maybe review and prioritize so you can make progress on what's most important. Maybe delegate tasks and seek support from your network, your family, the individuals around you. And set clear boundaries with yourself and others to protect your energy. Now, this is Sagittarius's card in energy, ruled by Saturn with the numerology of 10. So if you're a Sagittarius, you possibly were so enthusiastic that you bit off more than you could chew. And you're doing everything possible to see it through to the end. As the Sagittarian energy always involves a sense of adventure and expansion in situations, embracing freedom and new experiences. And with it being ruled by Saturn, though this is about structure, responsibility, and discipline, and the energy is very grounding, fostering endurance, accountability, and the establishment of foundations, and certainly seeing things through to the very end. So Saturn does encourage growth through challenges and the development of resilience. That's what we see on the card. This individual is going to see it through to the very end. Fortunately, we have the number 10 energy, which is transformation, and the energy of not giving up. The end is near. This is completion. So today, most likely, the majority of the day before we get to the evening, something is wrapping up and coming to completion. The decision has been made, the action has been taken, and we take that 10 energy and reduce it down to 1. And that represents the new beginnings that this new moon in Virgo is bringing in. And the crystal that is specifically associated with the Ten of Wands is rubellite, better known as pink tourmaline. An excellent crystal for emotional balance, as it brings in balance and serenity, helping to navigate periods of transformation with trust and optimism. Precisely what the energy is going into this evening. But wait, in the vice versa tarot deck, there's a twist. In this deck, we flip the card, and we now have a totally different point of view. We now can see the heavy, heavy burden carried by this individual, as the statue in the background can represent the weight of past legacies, traditions, or society's expectations that contribute to the burden that is carried by this individual. Statues often commemorate important figures or events, suggesting a foundation of history or accomplishment that the individual in this card is building upon or striving to maintain. So back to the main message at the beginning, the message coming from my guides, and the exact words today are, "You're calling it quits." This is certainly not a giving up attitude. This is just now freeing yourself from a certain burden, viewpoint, perspective, whatever it may be. You are now transitioning to what is certainly best for you. So today, ask yourself, which side of the card represents where you are in your life? That's the energy for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Readings are available at mysticdoortarot.com, sending you love and abundance. Until tomorrow.